Are you tired of the same old terrible dynasty? Are you done with civil war, ruthless emperors, high taxes, famine, and just plain old slaughterings? Well, let's face the facts. Most dynasties aren't that great. The Qin dynasty had a super harsh ruler who at one point slaughtered 400 people at one time. His reason? They were too smart. The Han dynasty had a reckless ruler who purposely stirred up trouble for fun. This led to many violent outbreaks in the dynasty. Also, who can respect a ruler with the name Wang Mang? The great and glorious Sui dynasty lasted a grand total of 37 brilliant years. That's about the lifespan of a sick horse. The Tang dynasty was home to an insane empress who murdered her own son, then blamed it on someone else. The Song dynasty had the weakest military in all of Chinese history, yet they forced people to pay ridiculous sums of money to support this worthless army. The Yuan dynasty had such high taxes that the people thought it would be easier to murder the emperor than pay another year's dues. But now, for limited time only, you can leave all these insidious dynasties behind when you buy a one-way ticket to the best dynasty that ever was. The Shang Dynasty. When you look back at all the great accomplishments of the Chinese dynasties, such as silk, Chinese New Year, chariots, the decimal system, calendars, and even the Chinese alphabet, know that all these originated from the best of the best, the Shang Dynasty. If this isn't enough to get you packing your bags and buying your tickets, then here's a brief description of the marvelous Shang Dynasty. The dynasty was located in the Yellow River Valley. This fertile area allowed the dynasty to grow into one of the best civilizations in the world. With good weather, healthy soil, and little drought, the dynasty rarely suffered from famine. The Shang Dynasty was founded by King Tang in the second millennium. The dynasty lasted a hearty 5 centuries, from 1500 BC to about 1000 BC. In these great years, the Shang Dynasty glorified China with many astounding contributions. One of their most valued contributions was unifying the diverse Chinese people. They did this through social, economic, and technological advancements. They also effectively governed one of the most highly populated and diverse areas in the world by stratifying the government and society, and also by centralizing the government. They gave many specialized jobs, but only to members of the royal family. They gave social rankings to citizens. This caused people to strive for their full potential. The Shang Dynasty also had a fearsome military that kept its people safe from possible invaders. The Shang were constantly at war, but thanks to their military strength, they fared very well and conquered many territories. These victories served to solidify Shang rule over China and its many people. The people of the Shang Dynasty had a vast intellect. They created a beautifully refined writing system with over 2,000 symbols. This writing system was used for many dynasties to come. They also created an ingenious decimal system, a base 10 positional numeral system in mathematics, acquiring 10 numerals and decimal points. And to make an even more efficient dynasty, they created a cyclic lunar calendar. The Shang Dynasty had rich culture. They were matriarchal people who gave much respect to their elders. They were also great artists, especially when it came to bronze. The Shang people cast bronze weapons and beautiful sculptures, both with high levels of workmanship. The people enjoyed a deep musical culture with the creation of drums, ocarina, and copper cymbals. But of all their artistic accomplishments, one of the greatest was silk weaving. The Shang Dynasty made some of the finest silk in the world. With carefully decorated robes, shirts, blankets, and pants, the Shang Dynasty was known to have some of the fanciest clothing on earth. Shang society believed heavily in ancestor worship. They thought that ancestors went to heaven after death, but were still actively involved in family affairs. So they treated them with respect and constantly communicated with them through oracle bones. This improved family behavior, making it easier for parents to raise their children. Shang society also had a faithful polytheistic religion. This led to a generally kind society. The Shang dynasty also contributed many economic achievements. They gave agriculture importance, which improved the economy, while at the same time improving people's diets. They were also the first dynasty to begin mass trade with other civilizations. While strengthening the economy, trade also helped many civilizations to come, by quickening technological advances. One of the Shang's most important economic contributions to China was the founding of silk. Silk was one of China's most valuable trading items, not just for the Shang dynasty, but for countless future dynasties. Numerous technological advancements were made by the Shang dynasty. To strengthen the militaries of dynasties to come, the Shang dynasty created some of the first Chinese chariots, giving their soldiers the upper hand. The dynasty also created a 365-day calendar divided into 12 months. This allowed China to be much more efficient in their use of time. As stated before, the Shang people brought writing to China, which enabled Chinese dynasties to record their histories. And for those party people, the Shang dynasty is home to one of the most famous celebrations in Chinese history, Chinese New Year's. The combination of all these great attributes are what make the Shang dynasty the center of the universe. So hurry, while the offer still lasts. Get your tickets to the best dynasty that ever was, and ever will be. Call now and we'll reassure you that the Shang dynasty will not enslave its people in order to make an excessively long wall, like most other dynasties did.